Hello everybody, tuning for this fine beautiful Saturday. Today we're doing my NFL award picks. So like MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year, and Coach of the Year. That's all the awards we're doing. I'm not gonna do like Walter Payton Man of the Year. I'm not gonna predict my Super Bowl predictions yet, because I'll have a separate video on that tomorrow, maybe. I can't guarantee that, but let's get straight into it. We are gonna start off with Coach of the Year, and I'm gonna be honest, I do not remember these coaches by name. I remember two of them by name. I'm an MM casual for this. I don't pay attention to coaches really. Sean McVay and Dan Campbell. The names I remember. We got the Sean McVay, Dan Campbell. We got the Seahawks coach, and we got the Colts coach. Um, I'm right now. I'm looking at the Seahawks coach. Okay, 7-2, has a MVP candidate quarterback. Um, one of a elite receiver, a good defense, and he's holding that all together. Good coaching, having Sam Darnold look good. We got the Colts coach comes in, horrible team, and turns this team around to go 8-2. To be fair, with Jonathan Taylor playing out of his fucking mind, and with Daniel Jones playing really good, even though he's had a drop off the last 2 weeks. With Daniel Jones playing really good, I'm gonna go with Sean McVay, though. I think Sean McVay is the better coach. He's proved it years past. He has shown that he's a good coach, and this year he is leading the LA Rams to 7-2 record, facing the Seahawks tomorrow. That's gonna be game of the year, like I said in my prediction. Um, and then let's go to Offensive Player of the Year, which we got Jackson Smith and Jigba, Puka Nacua, Christian McCaffrey, and Jonathan Taylor. Reason Christian McCaffrey's up here is he is like 10th in receiving yards, and he's a running back, and he's doing good on the ground too. That's the only reason CMC's up here. JSN leading the league in receiving yards, obviously. Has a good quarterback throwing him the ball though. But all these guys do have a good quarterback throwing them the ball. Besides Jonathan Taylor, he is a running back. Honestly, Christian McCaffrey could move to receiver, and he would still have the same production. Probably more production. Um, Puka Nacua, he has been injured, but that just says he was like, if he didn't get injured, he would probably be up there with JSN or right behind JSN. But for Offensive Player of the Year, I think I'm gonna have to pick Jonathan Taylor. Um, JSN is a close second. If Jonathan Taylor drops off and JSN stays on how he's doing, I'm gonna have to pick JSN. But I'm gonna go with Jonathan Taylor. It's close though. I think Puka Nacua not too close to them, and CMC he is having a good season and he's having a comeback season, but he's not in my comeback player of the year. So we'll get to that. Um, I'm gonna go with Jonathan Taylor, leading the league in rushing. He is, if he stays on this pace, gonna have the most rushing yards in NFL history and the second most rushing touchdowns in NFL history. Let's just go on to the comeback player of the year. We got Aiden Hutchinson, Drake May, Sam Darnold, and Daniel Jones. I'm gonna go. Oh wow, this is tough. This is a tough one because I don't think it's Drake May. Drake May is not gonna get picked here. But Drake May is looking really good, but he looked decent last season. I don't think I really want to pick Sam Darnold because Sam Darnold looked good last season. It's between Aiden Hutchinson and Daniel Jones. And Aiden Hutchinson did come back from an ACL tear, and he's looking really good. But I'm going to go with Daniel Jones because he looked bad for multiple years. It's like Aiden Hutchinson was good ever since he got drafted. Daniel Jones looked horrible for multiple years in New York. Goes to Indianapolis, has a breakout season, second in the league in passing yards, like 300 yards behind Drake May. And Drake May has played one more game than him. I actually don't know where he's at in rushing touchdowns, but I'm gonna go with Daniel Jones. And also, the Colts are 8-2, and he's the leader of all that. He's the QB. He's the man under center. I'm gonna go with Danny Dimes, and close second is Aiden Hutchinson. Then let's go to Defensive Rookie of the Year, which we got Carl Schwarzenegger, Xavier Watts, Abdul Carter, and Jahad Campbell. I'm gonna go with... I don't want to be biased towards New York, and I know Abdul Carter hasn't got many, if not any sacks this season, but he has so many pressures. He's genuinely a menace on defense. He hasn't got those sack numbers, but he has insane pressures. But I don't want to be biased towards Abdul Carter. I don't think it's Xavier Watts, but he is having a good season. I think he's having an underrated season. Jahad Campbell, doing decent. I don't think he would win Defensive Rookie of the Year. But I think also they are going to be biased towards the first round pick. And I do think it's going to be Abdul Carter to get off Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'm trying not to be biased either. I could fucking go for Offensive Player of the Year and say Jackson Dart, but I'm not gonna. Even though Jackson Dart looks good, why would I pick him? Or why would I pick a guy like Wan'Dale Robinson? I'm trying not to be biased. Then we go to Offensive Rookie of the Year. We got Emeka Ibuka, Tyler Warren, Tedro McMillan, and Jackson Dart. Again, it's so hard to not pick Jackson Dart here. Jackson Dart has looked really good. He has 300 less yards than Cam Ward, and 6 more passing touchdowns with 3 less interceptions. Jackson Dart is 10 for 3 with I think 1,400 yards. But Emeka Ibuka is having a really good season, being that pretty much number 1 receiver for the Bucs, because Mike Evans, got injured. Chris Godwin's been injured. I don't think it's going to be Tedro McMillan. I just don't think it will be. He's having a decent season, but not compared to the other guys on here. And Tyler Warren is doing good, but I don't think he's compared to Jackson Dart and Emeka Ibuka. So it's pretty much just a one-on-one. And these votes are always quarterback biased. I'm trying not to be quarterback biased. But it's hard to not take Jackson Dart. And, because I know he's not playing on Sunday, and if he doesn't play next Sunday, then I will change this to Emeka Ibuka. But right now, I'm gonna have to go with Jackson Dart. Also, he's doing this while have not started 3 games. Cam Ward has started every game this season. Emeka Ibuka is a very close second. Very close second. Then we have Defensive Player of the Year. We got Nick Bonito, not Abdul Carter, Myles Garrett, and Byron Young. I'm gonna go with Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett. I'm gonna go with Myles Garrett because I do not want to pick Brian Burns here because I've already got 2 people from the Giants winning awards, 2 Rookie of the Years. They are both neck and neck though. They both have 11 sacks on the season. Brian Burns has 2 forced fumbles and 47 tackles. Myles Garrett has 1 forced fumble and 24 tackles. Oh God, that kind of changes it. I don't want to be biased. I'm really not being biased here. I swear to God. I swear. This is not me being biased. But from the sack wise and all this, I have to go with Brian Burns. You have to pick a guy like Brian Burns. 2 forced fumbles, almost double, might be double, I don't remember, double Myles Garrett's tackles. More than 2 forced fumble compared to his 1 forced fumble. Same amount of sacks. You gotta go with Brian Burns. Also, Myles Garrett he's just on his own on that D-line. On the Giants D-line, you got Abdul Carter, Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau. that you all have to compete with. But you could give it to Myles Garrett because he's on his own, always getting double teamed, always just like getting triple teamed, and still getting the same amount of sacks as Brian Burns. But I have to go with Brian Burns, and I don't want to be biased here. I swear to God, I'm trying not to be biased. And then we have the big one. The MVP. We got Matthew Stafford, Sam Darnold, Jonathan Taylor, Drake May. And I think you guys know who I was going to pick here. I'm going to pick Drake May. Here. Obviously, I've talked him up for the past 5 weeks of my videos. Drake May is the MVP. He leads the league in passing yards. He's second in passing touchdowns behind Matthew Stafford for only 5 interceptions. But Stafford is a very close second. And the reason it's not going to be JT is they're not going to give a running back the MVP. I just don't see them giving a running back MVP. That's why I picked him for Offensive Player of the Year. Because if he would win MVP, it would be JSN for Offensive Player of the Year. But they're not going to give a running back MVP. Saquon could have won it, should have won it last year, you can say. They won't do it. Close second, though, in my opinion. And it's very debatable. Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is having an elite season. 2,427 yards for 25 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. 2 interceptions on the season. Sam Darnold, though, also has 2,262 yards, 17 touchdowns for only 6 interceptions. So he's not doing as good as the rest of them, but he is having an MVP season. So I'm going to go with Drake May on top. And that is all for today's video. Have a beautiful and blessed day. God bless.